There's this girl that I've had a crush on her. I've only met her like a few times, but you know, they say there's this love at first sight thing. I think it kind of might be true. And if you don't mind, if you have time, do you mind if I call her? Yeah, just like, it'll be really short. I know you've got a boyfriend and everything, and I'm not like, you know. Yeah, but I just wanted to say that you're probably the coolest girl I've ever met, really, and I just wanted to let you know so you knew. Well, I got to go now. Lily, the lady, I live with a lady called Lily, and she's I'm coming. She's calling me, so I just wanted to say I love you. Okay, bye.
He kind of has this awkward thing. I really almost would have thought he was a virgin, to be honest with you. So I kind of wasn't looking forward to asking him, but...
It was with a girl called Claire Dighton. For some reason, I told him that I had had a girlfriend before. And then I, for some reason, went on to explain all about her and what we did together, and I've never had a girlfriend. But I just couldn't tell them, especially in front of the whole team. Val was there, Michael. They're always talking about their boyfriends and girlfriends and what they've been up to. So I guess, Gilbert, when you watch these diary readings of mine, please just accept that this wasn't real and don't use it in the documentary, because I do want the documentary to be as true as possible, and I'm sorry for leading you on. I just don't know what happened, really, and I didn't mean it. Gilbert keeps asking whether I have a dark secret that I can reveal on camera for the documentary. I don't really want to tell dirty, dark secrets.
Before they're gone forever?
I'm sure I could probably pick a few. Like, there was this old woman down the road, and on the way to school, sometimes we'd, like, steal her milk just to drink on the way to school because she hadn't taken it in yet. So that, but I don't know why I remember that, just because, I don't know, she must have always thought, where's my milk?
That's it? That's all you would say?
So the reason I brought you guys here was because you asked me in a previous interview if I had a dark secret, and I said no. And I guess I do. It was different back then. This train track was put in a couple of years ago. Before then, there was none of these lights, so it was very dark. What happened was, I was driving home and I hit someone who was riding a bike. I was probably just going about 20 miles an hour, but because they were on a bike, cycling across the road, I just didn't have enough time to stop, because obviously I wanted to stop. And it made like an amazing sound, bang, and before I knew it, I was 100 yards up the street, and I looked back, and I don't know why, but I didn't stop. I just kept going. Just kept going, and just kept going. And I went home, and then the next morning, I did want to look in the newspapers, but I couldn't do it. I just didn't do it. But I'm sure she's okay.
We asked him if he had a dark secret, and he didn't have one, and then all of a sudden he kind of comes up with one. You know, so I think he might have felt a little pressured to be interesting, and maybe a little pressured to cast some mystery about his life. I think it's just too perfect. It's like if I had to come up with a dirty secret that I thought that would alleviate me of any actual responsibility, but still seem dark.
What would have been a valid dirty secret, do you think?
Like for me, I don't know, like I fooled around with a girl, I knew she was 14, but she was really hot.
Did you?
No.
But
No, I'm just saying something that's like actually like, oh,
what was
you
his
jerk.
What was his original?
He stole milk.
He stole milk.
He stole milk.
But I mean, that could be on par with that. I mean,
I'm 99.9% sure that if that had happened, I'd be able to find something. And, you know, I just kind of feel bad, really, for putting him in a situation where he felt like he had to, you know, where he felt like we were accusing him of not being interesting enough. You don't have to make a contribution.
I've got nothing else to spend it on. You know, the project is my world right now. So this is for you.
I don't know if I can take it.
Gilbert, yes you can. Are you telling me there's nothing that this $200 can't buy for this project? Well, if there isn't, have it at the wrap party then. Have a few drinks. Buy yourself some drinks. You and Val, Michael, Daniel.
Let me make you a deal. Right now, we seem to be getting by financially as best as we can. And if there's a disaster, maybe then.
Okay.
But I just feel like at this point that would just be gratuitous, you know?
Okay.
You know?
The tea set I bought Gilbert for his birthday unfortunately didn't arrive on time. So I had to go to his birthday empty-handed, but he didn't seem to mind.
My friend Claire and I have the same birthday almost, and so we every year we have a big birthday party, and my mom caters a party, and my stepfather plays music, and you know, I thought it'd be a good thing, invite Matt, you know, we could all have fun. So I told my mom, I think I said something like, he's leaving soon, or you know, I want to see him as much as I can, or you know, I might have said something like that. I don't even know what she thought, but somehow I gave her the impression that he was taking a boat trip somewhere or something, and so she didn't. I mean, the point is, she didn't realize it was the guy I'm doing the documentary on. And I'm at the party, and Val's there, and at some point she comes up to me, and she's like, "What the hell are you thinking? What are you doing? What, like I can't believe you did this." And I'm like, "What did I do?" And she takes me out to the front. And there's a sign that my mother has made that I didn't notice that she put up because she was decorating while I was actually still inside. And it says, "Happy birthday to GJ," which is what my mom calls me, and Claire. And underneath it says, "And bon voyage, Matt."
all right.
We were talking about my last meal, where we would go, and I came here with my parents. The first day we came to America, we had a burger here, so it kind of stays in my memory. But I thought if we could eat here now, and if you all like it, you know, it's a definite winner for the night of. So let's go and eat, and it's on me. I'm gonna pay for this one. It's my treat.
Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty up to help a man with his work each day. Top of the tractor every morning, whack for that all dance to your partner with the floor, you taught her shake. What's in it? The truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake.
I think as soon as it happens, we need to make ourselves completely scarce. We can't be hanging around with cameras after it happens.
So what I plan is I'll be in the hearse and at the front of the procession. If you want, I could always arrange it so that you're in the first car behind the hearse, because then you can get a good view. There will be the hole will already be dug. So then they lift me out and they put me in the ground, and I can just see it will be my mum and Konima and you guys standing here. So that's the last time you'll see me, but you can come back as much as you want. My mum will probably say a few words. Maybe she can say a few words to the camera as well. And
you want us to film? Obviously, you want us to film your burial.
Yeah. You can definitely film that, because it can maybe be a nice ending. Just because I used to like spend a lot.
Father was buried up there.
Yeah.
You go over there and...
I can show you. I don't really want the filming up there or anything. He doesn't know anything about this, and I don't want to know, just in case he didn't want to be filmed. If that's fine, I would appreciate it.
Would you perform a service for someone who had committed suicide?
Well, it's sin. God has given us life. Life belongs to God. He lends it to us, to enjoy for as long as we're here on Earth.
So, more specifically, what if in the case of someone who, say, has a brain tumor that's going to kill them in 6 months, they're going to die very painfully and in the process go crazy and cause their immediate family, for example, their mother, to suffer alongside with them?
But we all suffer. What's going on, really, is that you're being a coward. You're not willing to face life and what God gives you. I mean, isn't it an act of arrogance? Isn't it a lack of courage? Isn't it shameful to kill yourself?
Well, it's easy for you to say.
It's not easy for me to say.
It is. I think if I was in a torture camp and they were coming to pull my toenails off with a pair of pliers and I had a gun with a bullet in it, I think my God would forgive me if I shot myself.
Goodbye to you all, Daniel.
Yep, thank you very much.
It just irritates me that he can all these assumptions about me. Right. You know, about he doesn't know anything. He just comes up with these things that he's been taught. He has no ideas of his own. You know, oh, you've been taught this by God, but you know, well, make up your own ideas. Maybe then you might get some more respect from people. You know.
You've reached the National Helpline Network. Your call is being routed to the nearest counselor available.
I'm thinking of committing suicide in a couple of weeks. Have you had people call you about this before? You know, what do you think I should do?
Yeah. Yes, we have.
You have?
Yes, But you think about killing yourself, taking your life before...
Before it happens naturally?
Have you ever attempted to take your life in the past?
No.
So no previous attempts?
No.
You really think you can do this?
Yes.
Do you believe in God? Do you think that's what he would rather have you do?
Well, you know, he's giving me, supposedly if there is a God and he or she, whatever, has a say, and he's giving me this brain tumor anyway, so supposedly, you know, if I'm going along that thought process, so.
I wouldn't go along with that process, but,
Yeah, I just wanted to, you know, to talk to you. I'm not putting I don't want to put any pressure on you. I don't want you to, you know, think that I'm pretty much 100% sure anyway, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, all I can say is, I don't know what to say.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks for your time.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Bye.
She seems sort of not overly warm.
I expected for them to have more, like, structure.
Yeah. I didn't really have any nicknames. My friend's older brothers would call me Matt the Twat, but it was like, it sounds mean, but in the end it was kind of more endearing. Like, it was kind of a nice nickname, like, oh, hey, look, they've got me a nickname. Once we were in the woods, and we had just watched Flash Gordon. And I never forget, Richard was like, Matt, remember Flash? And like, Flash went through my head. I was like, Flash, he saved every one of us. And I got this guy, I'm like 12, he's at 17. And I got him and I threw him over my shoulder. I just did it, I don't know how.
So this is it. This is what I was going to show you. It's basically a forum where people post who are talking, they talk about suicide. Some people want to do it, and I actually posted on here one of my ads originally. And I just recently discovered this. It says Flash 79. I met with the filmmakers again yesterday. We decided to make a documentary together. This one says, did the first interview today. I'm not sure I said things the way I wanted to. Gilbert, the director, was being a bit hostile in his questioning. It goes through the whole past weeks we've been filming. He's on here talking about it. And it's kind of interesting because it's like, he didn't tell me he was doing this. So obviously he doesn't want me to know, like, this is something that he's doing kind of outside the documentary. And I think it's kind of fascinating that I've got this like look into his brain.
I've met this new guy on the suicide website that I go on to called Bubbles. And he always seems interested in what I'm saying and he listens a lot. And I like him because he doesn't flit around to other people and says, you know, whatever, see you later, I'm off. He always listens and writes back. He says that on Ash, everyone thinks that pills are for girls. The gun is the way to go for a man. Hemingway did it. He says you can buy guns on the internet. black powder gun. Let me send us a website. www. These are called nipples. You have to put caps on them, but it didn't actually come with any caps. Hi, I've got a Lyman 1860 44 caliber test gun, and I want to buy some caps.
Only 21 inch change. The one thing you need to do with the black powder is you can't let it sit after you shoot it. You've got to clean it.
Okay.
The black powder will really compromise the material.
Okay. All right, thanks for your help. Well, the morale of the team is getting a bit lower. Today, when I came in, they were already screaming. It was really came to a head today.
The reason why he's there is so he can check every single thing that needs to be checked and make sure that that kind of thing doesn't happen. You know, what was I supposed to do? Say to him, oh, hey, you know, Matt and Pam, could you guys have that tender moment again? Because Michael here fucked up the exposure and we don't think that's gonna come out. Can you do that again? I can't do that. And the thing is, it's like practically the only good thing we got, if not the only good thing we got, the entire time we were there, and he screwed it up.
I fucked up 10 minutes of film of watching Matt and his mom talk about his middle school years on, like, a picture book. I don't want to see that. I don't care if the guy's climbing Mount Everest or saving Gandhi or resurrecting Jesus or shooting himself. I don't care. I'm not that interested in his fucking middle school years. Yeah, Daniel's rolling.
Did you hear the news? What? He spoke to some film executive producer guys, the people that get the TV programs on the network. Tell him what happened.
He knows.
Oh, you know?
Yeah,
and so basically what's going to happen is, it's not set in stone, it's not 100%, I understand that. But there's a real good chance that our documentary, the documentary that you're filming, thank you very much, Daniel, is going to be shown, which is fantastic because, you know, this is the reason we're doing it. This is the man. I told you could pitch anything. You could pitch anything, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. That's why I signed up. That's why I signed up with this guy. I knew it. The moment I met him, I could see it in his eyes. He's driven. So we're going to go for it now. 100%. I'm 100% behind it. Can't wait.
So what did they say?
They didn't say much. We just talked about various, like, paperwork issues and copyrights and music clearances.
We were in the room, and he suddenly says, Daniel, will you stop filming? You know, when has he not allowed you to film? I have asked him to not have you film certain things, and he's like, no, it's good. Daniel's great. Daniel will capture it. He suddenly doesn't want you filming, and then the next thing he says, he goes and talks to us about the money people in Texas and how we feel as though we may have some of our constituents who are a little bit upset by the idea of guns being portrayed in bad light. You know, guns kill people? Holy shit, newsflash in Texas. What is this?
What do you mean?
Fuck you. You can't ask Matt to change the method of his demise so that you can get more funding, or you can appease some fucking TV exec in fucking Texas.
I'm not going to ask him to do that. You're crazy for thinking I'd ask him to
I'm not crazy for thinking that. I know who you are. You always find the middle ground to where you win on both sides. You would ask Matt, like, hey, maybe hang yourself, maybe drink a lot, perhaps oncoming traffic.
No, I'm not going to ask him to change his mind.
No, you're not going to ask him to change his fucking mind.
The only reason why I even bring it up is because I just thought that Matt wants people to see this. He wants it to get the most...
Matt wants people to see his story, the way he planned it out.
Right.
He has his gun. You saw the gun. It's a little freaky, but you saw how much he likes talking about it, how he feels
I know.
comfortable with that method.
I know, but I just wondered if it was worth...
There's no but. Stop the fucking buts. If you say buts one more time, I'm leaving. There's no but. That's how he wants to do it. That's how he's going to do it. We're going to capture that. 2 days later, poor Matt is sitting there telling us about how he wants to kill himself against this beautiful background. He's like, I'm thinking I'm gonna hang myself. Fuck you. Suddenly he doesn't want to use the gun anymore? Out of the fucking blue. He's like, a gun? No. Fuck off, man. Hey, I'm sorry, Matt, all right?
He thinks that I can influence him.
Michael. I changed my mind. We were going through some footage, and there was a footage of a politician shooting himself in the head, and basically I just didn't like it. It was very graphic. The back of the head blew out. His nose was bleeding constantly, and you know it just wasn't very. It just didn't appeal to me. So I changed my mind. Simple as that. Yeah, I was watching it with Gilbert.
We were basically watching footage because we watch footage, and that's what we do. And it was just in the bin, and it popped up, and you know, I was like, "No, you don't want to see this," and he wanted to see it, and that's what he watched, and that's kind of where we stopped.
Poor Gilbert's trying to make this documentary the best he can for me and him. We're collaborating, and people are on his back thinking that he's got ulterior motives, and it's absolutely ridiculous. We're good friends, and I know him, and I know exactly what he's like. He's just trying to get the best documentary he can possibly get.
Did he intend to change Matt's mind? No, but he was so stupid what he was showing Matt, he didn't realize would change Matt's mind. So I'm not going to apologize to him because he's for a difference of degrees between being an evil, manipulative bastard or being a stupid, enthusiastic bastard. So, no, I didn't apologize, but we're still working together. That's a good thing.
That's the place that controls the breathing and the...
Yes, yes, exactly. At least in this area where it connects with the spinal cord.
People pass away in 6 months.
Yeah, about 6 months, I think, is generally what happens. 1% survival rate, something like that.
There's a 1% survival rate. It's just common knowledge. I mean,
yeah.
Someone who has this tumor would be told of this 1% chance that they could survive.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Which is virtually nothing. But it does exist.
Well, I guess I mistakenly thought there was no chance. I thought the whole point is to be truthful.
Yeah, the whole point is to be truthful, but this is so minuscule to give someone or other people so much hope. I'm not going to put my mother through this again. She's been through it once before. It's the one thing that is not going to go into the documentary.
Every time I tried to meet with his doctor, which I tried to do on multiple times, Matt was always saying, tomorrow, next week. So I just sort of went and found somebody on my own. But I should have put 2 and 2 together and realized that he didn't want me to talk to his doctor, and obviously now I know why.
Val was on board barely when there was no chance of this kid surviving. And now that there's a chance that he might survive, I can't believe that Gil didn't do his research.
I did screw up. I'm not gonna try to pretend that I didn't. But at the same time, the fact that he has this 1%, that in a sense makes the documentary better. This is a choice. It's not just, well, he's doomed. You know, he could live.
It was decided amongst the filming crew that Valerie wouldn't find out about the 1% chance. But she did, huh?
Val spent the whole day with me today. I know maybe the main reason for her spending the day with me is because she's trying to persuade me not to go through with what I'm gonna do. And she tells me that I have so much to offer, which is nice. Today's not really a good time for me.
Why not?
I just got a few things going on this evening. So, but we can give me a call tomorrow. Oh, today? No, today's not a good day. Let me call you tomorrow. This is Matt phone. Leave your message. I'll get back to you. This is Matt phone. Leave your message. I'll get back to you. This is Matt phone. Leave your message. I'll get back to you.
I don't know really what to make of it. It's like... I hope he hasn't done anything rash. Matt? Anybody home?
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that.
Is there someone here in the office who might be able to do it?
No, I don't think so.
Is there another police station where we can ask?
You can try Alhambra or Pasadena or anything else, but they'll probably give you the same thing I gave you.
Matt? Matt, are you here? This is Gilbert. This is still here.
Tomorrow I'm gonna say, Val, my decision hasn't altered. I have to go through with it.
Matt? Huh? Can't really see anything. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh my God. Let's go call the police.
We're gonna call the fucking police.
Why don't we call the police? It was the rope that we used. He was trying to demonstrate how to tie a noose, so we got the rope and he hung it around the thing, and then I guess we just left it there or something. I don't know.
Gilbert, I don't know. I don't know any more about this than you do. Maybe he wants to spend more time with his mom. I don't know. I don't know why you think I'm the oracle of all Matt's thoughts.
Yeah.
Just don't take it personally.
Okay, bye.
We get a call today that says, hey guys, this is Matt.
I'm sorry I haven't got back to you recently, but so much has been happening. I have a new ending for the documentary, a twist.
We're rewriting the end. I want to live.
If that's where he's at, it would have been nice to be there when this development happened, to have been in on this, rather than shutting me out. I guess I just don't understand. What's the secret? What am I missing here?
Bubbles keeps leaving me postings, 3 a day. Why? 1 minute I'm telling him that I'm going to kill myself. The next minute I'm telling him that I'm not. And I just don't think he knows what I'm talking about. So I've sent him a message. I'm sure it's not going to go down well on the Ash website because that's what they're like. But quite frankly, I don't care. I'm never going to speak to them again, and I've got a lot to look forward to.
It's her. It's fucking bullshit.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Fine.
You okay?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Why are you here? I didn't expect you to come around here with a camera and start filming me.
Well, we're in a project, It's like I need to know what's going on.
You said when we first met, when I wanted some time to myself,
To yourself.
I was willing to get that.
Would hanging out with Valerie be considered time to yourself?
I mean time to myself without you
'Cause I know
interviewing me,
she's- I
without
know
a
she's
camera
here
on
right
me. I
now.
mean time to myself so I can just live my life for a few days.
With Val?
Yeah, that's not the point. You're coming from a financial reason now. You're trying to surprise me. You're trying to make this more, commercial for them so they can sell it, whatever, I don't know. But you have not got my needs, You don't care about hurting my feelings anymore, okay? It's all about you and the camera. It's not about
Look, I'm sorry
what
to
I'm
hurt your
trying to
feelings.
portray.
Can I talk to Val, please?
Hi, this is Gilbert. I guess I'm just calling to say, I'm sorry things turned out this way. I guess I understand that you don't want to do it anymore, and that's your prerogative. Obviously, there's nothing I can do to change your mind, and I'm not going to try to. But I do want you to understand that, I thought from the beginning we sort of understood each other. I thought you were, the real deal. I thought you were serious. And I just come to find out that you're just fucking with us, What are you trying to do? What are you doing, You think you're going to try to get Valerie on your side if you act, if you cry and moan? Come on, How many people are you going to screw over? I'm not going to graduate. Michael's not going to graduate. You're going to fuck up Valerie's head. Come on. It's not going to change anything for you. So why don't you have a nice couple weeks there?
No, I've wanted to do this as much as he does, but things have changed.
I don't think he understands what made you change your mind. I think that's what this is all about.
It doesn't matter if he understands or not. The fact that I want to maybe not do it should be enough. Shouldn't it?
Hey, Gilbert, it's Michael. Listen, I just got on the phone with Janice, and she called about this new purchase order for some film stock for the project, and it was made yesterday. So the contact number was still mine, but the name on the order was yours. So, you know, there's just some mix-up down there at the office. If you can call them today and just kind of tell them that this is not an order we placed, it'd be great. And I'll talk to you when things quiet down here. Bye, man.
You know, it's a busy office. They get a lot of things happening mixed up. I gotta go.
So why would there be more film order for this? Because the project is over, right?
There'd be more film order for this. I mean, I don't know why there would be more film order for this, because the project's over, as far as I know.
Why didn't I tell Michael? Is that your question?
Why should I tie him down?
He's got other stuff to do. Of course I didn't tell him.
So what's still left to be shot?
I don't know. I just kind of had some ideas of little things I wanted to do, some people I wanted to talk to, some exterior shots I wanted to get. I kind of have an idea that I might be able to salvage some of the footage, make at least something out of it. Doesn't, you know, just some stuff.
Stuff? We interviewed everybody with my pen and did every exterior we could. I think the real truth is that Gilbert just wants to shoot some porn and wanted the student discount. And the thing is, if you are shooting porn, I'll shoot it. I have some amazing ideas.
Oh my god.
So you rediscovered your feelings for Val, after months and months of disinterest.
Yep. It's not like fucking Mother Teresa's directing this project. It's Gilbert. But it's just a coincidence, so. So we gotta keep calling it, man. We gotta keep calling them coincidences. We gotta keep calling them coincidences, because otherwise, you know, if they're not a coincidence and they're a fucking plan. Such a shitty thing. Oh, it's such a shitty thing.
Val can't even see it. She doesn't see how evil he is.
Get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to do any fucking interviews with you, all right?
You fucking don't know why I'm mad?
Why are you mad?
I had a conversation with Valerie. Apparently you were saying some things to her that I think are a little questionable. And like, oh, isn't it convenient that you guys are together again, something like that?
Well, I asked her how it came that you two were suddenly dating again. It was like,
oh well, you know what? I don't quite understand how that's any of your business, because I think the project's over and I don't see what.
well, that's exactly
what are you doing?
the question. Is the project over? Let's do this.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Hey,
now get the fucking thing out of my face, man. Come on.
Hey.
Look, you stay away from her and you stay away from me. You understand me?
Hi.
What are you up to?
Well, I'm just thinking, really, and just got a few things to think about.
Like what?
Well, I don't really want to talk about it now, but when I know, I'll call you and you can film it. Over the past weeks, I've contributed to Gilbert Tomer's documentary, The Choice. Gilbert Tomer has proven to be so corrupted by ambition that he has even lost any regard for human life itself. It is painful to think how many innocent lives will be ruined and destroyed in the course of a lifelong career. I am aware that through my lack of judgment, I have directly empowered Gilbert Tomer to do so. And I am prepared to...
but there is none. And so Gilbert Tomer's path will end, together with mine, on Thursday night. I have a message from my mother.
Daniel! Good evening.
Hi.
Whom are you talking to?
I'm just reading and I've got some headaches, so let me call you tomorrow. Maybe we go coffee tomorrow.